people come here and they're like, everything relies on this. I have to eat, sleep, breathe it.
Yeah.
What are your recommendations as veterans for dancers who are new on a job, on like their first big job, full production, whether it's tour or film?
Mm-hmm.
And what's your recommendation for them and how they go enter it when they're around other dancers who are veterans and they're the new green dancer?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you recommend for them when they're, because you choreograph and you direct as well, when they're the green dancer and how they address the choreographers? It's two questions. Do you know what I mean? If they don't know everything, they're trying to figure it out. You have the dancer dynamic of the dancers who know each other and they're ready. This is second nature. And then you also have the dynamic. You want to impress the person who hired you, but you're green.
Yeah.
Right.
So any recommendations?
It's just to be observant. And often when you're trying to be seen, because a lot of green dancers, they want to be seen. And I get it. Like, you know, no one really knows you, so you're trying to be up freestyling on the breaks and everyone's looking at you like, yeah, I remember that one day. But you have to observe what's going on, the energy in the room, seeing the choreographer, and you know, it's not always about approaching them. It's just kind of just sitting back and seeing how everything flows.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to be green and get the mistakes out of the way in the beginning. Because you learn on certain jobs and you learn through certain choreographers. Like certain big jobs that like people have gotten is a greater experience than somebody else. And sometimes it's a worse experience just saying like, oh, I didn't expect this. The choreographer was rude. So it kind of plays back and forth. You're not going to get that big job where you think everything's going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the production can be bad and it's like the whole thing is just, it's out of whack. Like it's not your greatest experience, and then sometimes you're influenced by that and you think that this is what it is all the time. So then you walk around with expectations, you walk around feeling entitled, like so many different things going on. Mm-hmm. I say be green and then learn, but also to be observant, but also to absorb everything. Now, to tell like any dancer that's going to come out here, it's like dancing goes beyond steps. Like you will be an actor at one point, you will be a model at one point, you will be a choreographer, you will be just a stand-in, you will be an assistant. Like all these titles are going to happen regardless, but part of it is just making sure that you're going to soak it up. Mm-hmm. You want to be green, soak it up. You want to be green, absorb it, observe. And it's okay to just take that first approach of like, you know, making those mistakes then and there, because you learn. We've all done it.
Yeah. And it's okay to be excited, like, you know, and just want to dance. And when you see the vets just kind of sitting on the floor, like doing it on their phones. And we all understand it. Yeah. Because we've all been there. We've all been excited.